Hey guys, this is Foolish Mortal back with some more World of Warcraft, Warlock Edition, with Valine and our Voidwalker. Did a little bit of transmogging. I got into a Blackrock Depths group. Still didn't do any of the missions. Nobody wanted to do actual quests, so we'll have to go back and do those for a very special reward. But I did nab the Imperial Red Mantle, which is actually a fairly cool shoulder piece I really like. It didn't really go with the other robe that I had, so I changed it. Not for sure if it goes with this either, the tattered robe that I got from somewhere. Or tarred robe. Tarred, anyway. But it's still better than the other thing a little bit. So we'll kind of go with it for a little bit. I also X-mogged my Staff of Jordan into the Staff of the Left Hand, which is really cool. I like it. So. But anyway, we're going to go on and do Dearest Natalia, and then we'll grab that little sack up there.
What's on your mind?
Bronzebeard's gone missing again. That dwarf sure didn't get any of his brother's good sense. Hello, Ruggar. The commander has sent me here to gather some information about his missing wife. You best have a seat then. This is going to be a long one. When we initially arrived in Silithus, Mistress Merilith was the first of the Night Elves from Cenarian Hold to join the expedition. Her routine was nothing out of the ordinary. Form a party to venture inside the various hives and search for lost artifacts. Well, that sounds dangerous. It sure is. Those hives were abuzz with various Silithid that were none too happy to see us. Everything was going fine till we came across a glyphed crystal in the hive Regal. She was drawn to it like a moth to a flame. She put her pretty little cheek up against the crystal and instantly entered a trance-like state. Naturally, this worried my crew. We picked her up and carried her out of there with a quickness. What happened to her after that? We took her to the commander with hopes that the druids of the circle could fix her up. Sure enough, they were able to wake her up. We figured our business with the circle was done and we could get back to work. A few weeks passed and everything was going fine. Bran was still around back then. So we had a bit of order in our work structure. Then one day, out of the blue, she appeared back at our camp. Natalia? Are you daft? Who else would I be talking about? Yes, the girl. Mistress Merilith. Anyway, she was back and not in too good of a mood. That's when the demands started flowing. Demands. She demanded that we immediately head back to Hive Regal. Bran would have none of that sass. He told her that there's no way we would go back into those hives without an army backing us up. It had gotten far too dangerous. The number of those stinking insects seemed to have tripled from when we first ventured into them. That's when Natalia lost it. Lost it? What do you mean? What do you mean, what do I mean? She went nutso. The girl went straight crazy on us. Now, ordinarily I don't hit girls, but after I recovered from the blackout, I was pretty damned angry. Bran, Rutgar, and the monkey went positively orc on her. It's a miracle we were able to fend her off. She seemed almost possessed. Who knows? Anyhow, that was the last I saw of her. Maybe Frankel can give you better information. Not to steer off topic here, as I'm sure the work you're doing for the commander is important. But we're onto something huge here. Huge! Our requests to Ironforge for an army have so far fallen on deaf ears. Apparently we're stretched too thin in protecting the realm or some such nonsense. Once you take your report back to the commander, come back down here with some friends. We'll need your help.
What's your bet?
Alright. We'll talk to the other dwarf.
Hi.
Hello, Frankel. I heard that you might have some information as to the whereabouts of Mistress Natalia Merilith. Oh, brother. Not this again. Have a seat, Missy. I'm sure Rutgar has told you some of this story already, so I'll spare you the boring details and get right down to the nitty-gritty. Right then, So the mistress had come back for a second go at the hives, but Bran was having none of that nonsense. Before the melee began, she started talking to something or someone. Crazier still, she started chanting in a language none of us had ever heard. Well, that's odd. You're telling me. It's even stranger considering between Bran Rutgar and me and the monkey, we know 38 different languages, including a touch of Titan, Old Vanir, and Aesir. So anyway, whatever she was click-clacking about, it positively wasn't with anyone present. She then nodded and went on the offensive, attacked us outright. You couldn't handle a lone night elf priestess? Listen, Missy, I'll have you know that whatever attacked us was no priestess of nothing. Her eyes were aglow with something evil, and she was genuinely frothing at the mouth. She came in, did some kind of crazy scream that sent us all running in separate directions, then started flaying our minds one by one. I'd be hearing about shadowy words in my head, watching the others periodically black out here and there. It was madness. Would have been done for if not for that damn monkey. I've been meaning to ask you about that monkey. What's there to ask? He's a monkey, you crazy fool. Anyway, so yeah, the monkey went into a frenzy after seeing old Bran flop into the sand face first. Nothing the night elf could do was stopping Glib there from pounding on her noggin. Then what? I'll tell you then what. She went running straight for the hive, and you know what's crazier? Not a single damn bug got in her way or tried to stop her. She ran through them as if she had been best friends with them for centuries. What a story. So she went into Hive Regal, and that was the last you saw of her? Yep.
Off with you.
Commander Marilith's voice rings out from the shard. Whether she is alive or dead, I must do what is right. She must be found. Alas, I'm bound by duty to this outpost. Will you help me once more, Valine? Nice. Into the Maw of Madness. I need you to venture into Hive Regal and find what became of my dearest Natalia, Valine. This will be no easy task for you. Before you dive headlong into the Maw of Madness, make sure that you speak with those dwarves further. They might be able to give you some tips on dealing with the Silithid that inhabit the hive. And Valine, if she truly is as mad as they say, do what you must. That's a crappy looking staff.
What can I do for ya?
I think I can formulate an elixir that will allow us more readily decipher the glyphs and language of the Silithid and the Karaji. What do I need? Glad you ask. I need brains. Normally, I'd need a brain from each Silithid type that inhabited the hives. Another brave explorer brought me 2 of them here, and never came back from Hive Regal. Bring me back a Silithid brain from Hive Regal, and be careful not to end up like him.
See you soon.
Oh, I remember that quest from Vanilla. It was
Here there.
awful. After our initial foray into the hives and Mistress Marilith's subsequent madness, the 3 hives have been spewing out bugs. The increased activity must be tied into the glyphs covering those strange crystals. If I can get rubbings of those crystals and the glyphs on them, I might be able to make sense of this madness. Take this transcription set and hit Hive Regal to the east, Valine. That's the last rubbing I need.
Be good.
So in Vanilla, or not Vanilla, like shortly after Silithus kind of opened up and you could do these quests, you had to actually go around to oh, there it is. There we go. And go into each of the different hives, and oh wow, that's a big underground area we're gonna go into. So yeah, and the drop rate was really low. It took you know, hours to get all of that stuff. Oh, there's one of the Silithus geysers. So you grab one of these and then run it to back where that that camp is, and turn it in. So. I'm hoping the drop rate is better. Is that an opener? No, okay. Every once in a while when you kill some of the Silithid, they'll drop a slime-covered sack, I think is what it's called. And you can open those. So apparently the drop rate is still fairly poor. So yeah, as you can see, I'm 58 now, and Adventure Guide. So I could actually go into Outland now, but I kind of want to finish this out before I go up there. And I also like having master riding and flying before we go out there. So. Yeah, we can just kind of go on into the deep section. Because I'm sure there's going to be plenty to kill. Oh, we ran out of rested. Oh, we're getting ready to level again, so. Yeah, we're down to 377 per kill, so. Bronzebeard's lost letter. Oh. To whom it may concern, if you're reading this, I'm either dead or soon to be dead. It's hard to say. Most of the crew is dead anyway. Found information about a Titan. Great battle between him and an old god. Yes, a bona fide old god. Found an ancient tunnel leading to Anchorage. Taking it. Take this letter to my old camp. Make sure my monkey is getting adequate food, water, and hugs. P.S. Watch out for crazy old god-worshipping night elf. Oh, really? Yeah, so the old god that he's talking about is Cthulhu, which is kind of a well, the old gods were on Azeroth even before the Titans started making Sargeras, before Sargeras became evil. Oh, there we go. Yay. Are we in the wrong tunnel? Oh. We might be in the wrong place. Might be, some of these tunnels are interconnected, so we'll see. It's been quite some time since I've been down this way. This is it. Oh, they charmed me. Dot should kill him. There we go. Now all of these down here are skinnable as well, so again this is a really good place for having to come in and get some rugged leather. That's what I'm supposed to be fighting. Oh, it's a rare spawn. Oh, nice. Let's kill it. It's really good. 6K experience, not bad. Ornate leggings of the monkey. Ooh, yeah, those will sell pretty good on the auction house. There's got to be another bigger cave out there. Over here. Aha! pretty hard for regular mobs to kill a warlock. They're just got a lot of ways to keep their health up, especially affliction ones. And they kill stuff really fast. Well, we're going in the general right direction. Right, let's see. I'm hoping this is it. Apparently not. I don't think that other section is either, so there's gotta be another... Yeah, this isn't the right place either. Oh well. Sorry, everybody. I don't know, I guess not having a pause feature, you guys are, hey, I need to sell stuff myself, just on the off chance. Makes you guys kind of see how completely inept I am in a lot of ways. Surely this is it. I think both of those go to the same place. Yeah. And I still obsessively loot everything. I had recently rewatched some of my earliest Warlock videos, and I made the comment that like the fastest way to level up is just not loot anything unless you absolutely had to, and then proceeded to loot everything that I killed. And I still, it's just such a habit, you know, because I mean you never know what something's gonna drop. Because there's still blue world drops, and there's an occasional epic that will drop too, so I mean it's not completely unheard of to get an epic just from a world kill. So. I mean, we're not going to get to see him much. keep fearing it. Yeah, you're not gonna. Oh, wow. Yay, it came in handy. I think that's the first time I've ever actually used that. That's still sad that we had to kill her. I mean, you know, Night Elves and Blood Elves, so we are related, so. We can scoot out of here quick enough before they respawn. That would be nice. But yeah, that's into the Maw of Madness. If you're doing this yourself, do it the correct way instead of the backwards way like I did. But I did get a nice little chunk of experience killing all that stuff. So. Come on, get over here. Oh, really? Come on now. Can I get out over here? I think there's a ramp right here. Yeah, one of the nice things when you get flying, you can just like jump up and go, and it makes questing a lot faster. But I did do, ooh. Is that a rare snake? Alright, I don't want to kill this thing. Oh man, it's fast. Oh, that's not gonna cut it. See, that's gonna kill it. Daggone. It'll just be one. Oh no! Dang it. Oh well. See, now why couldn't he have done that to the other one? That's sad. I think that was a rare pet too. See, he only shot twice that time. It's not fair. Oh, dang it. So that was me being inept. Are you gonna turn around or I'm gonna kill you? Dang it.
How are ya?
Go play with the monkey, kid. I don't have time for this. Outstanding. Don't wander off too far, kid. We might need you to take on another task or two.
Safe travels. Interest ya in a pint?
You find some crazy night elf lass in there, be sure to give her a kick in the duff. Can't make heads or tails of these glyphs. I've never seen anything like it. I hope Frankel's research can shed some light on this mess.
Off with you.
Oh dear. Well, this explains a lot. If you ever find a way into Anchorage, keep an eye out for old Bran. I'm afraid that he'll be powerless without his monkey.
Watch your back.
We're on the verge of a breakthrough, Valine. The rubbings you recovered have allowed us to recreate the glyphs on this crystalline prism. They are apparently a means for the Karaji and other unknown entities to communicate various messages to the Silithid. Unfortunately, that is all we can get out of the glyphs. We need to find a way to unlock the messages hidden within the crystals. Take the glyphed crystal prism to geologist Larksbane at Cenarian Hall. She might be able to help.
Be good.
Alright. Okay. Now, before we head up there, there was a quest that I was recording and I got interrupted and had to abandon it midway. I was working on it just prior to actually doing this recording, and then I worked for a couple of days, and so hopefully I can pick it back up. It's the mission where we got the crystals up here, and then we were going to talk to the trader in this little cave over here. So I'm hoping that I can still access that and find out kind of what the Twilight's Hammer's doing down here. I'm doing something a little bit different. Instead of doing like 20-minute little videos, I'm just going to kind of record and put it up in a block, and we'll kind of see how that works. Because having to like try and get stuff in like a little 20-minute section on a game like this, it's kind of hard, and I feel kind of pressured. So yeah, we can pick it up. Okay.
What can I do for you?
Alright, so we had brought a tablet down to this guy and turned it in, and then he talks about something. The Twilight's Hammer are not kind to those that leave their ranks. They hunt me to this day like I'm some sort of beast. Needless to say, an enemy of theirs is a friend of mine. To decipher this tablet, I'll need the book used by their scribes to encode secret messages, the Twilight Lexicon. It's such an important tool that they keep its 3 chapters in different locations. The officers entrusted with the lexicon are known as Twilight Keepers. Look for them in the Twilight Hammer camp. Alright.
Have a good one.
Alright. So we'll do that. Let's see. Kind of as well. Let's see. Yeah, let's go on and ride up to the Cenarian base camp up here and turn these in. Oh, and I did pick up a new pet, so I'm only 3 away from getting an achievement. So that's kind of why I wanted that snake. Oh well. Of course, when you're doing the collecting those, you only get credit for 3, so you can't like capture the same ones over and over and over again in order to get the achievement. It's still not that hard to get, though. Alright, Noggle. You still... Alright, yes, I found your bag. Yes, you brought my satchel back, and my rare reagents are all there. I'll be in your debt for a long time. Yeah, we'll take that one. Yay! Oh yeah, by the way, our guild reformed, so we actually have a new guild, so but now we have to redo all of our achievements. So it's not a big deal, and it'll be fun.
Hi.
Oh my, what do you have there, Malene? The reasons the dwarves could not decipher the glyphs is because there's nothing to decipher. The shifting outer layer of the prism must properly align within the inner crystal's markings in order for the message to be transmitted. Clever. While we should be able to translate this data, we must first unlock the code. There's only one clue on the surface of the prism. Assuming the rubbings were transferred correctly, and it looks grim.
Be good.
Oh.
What's on your mind? Keep your feet on the ground.
Well, I guess I'm...
I am on it.
The Maw of Madness. Commander Merilith clutches at his chest. Chthun? What is the meaning of all this? What is Chthun? How could this fiend have turned my sweet Natalia into a monster you describe?
Farewell.
Yay! Alright. Let's grab these Twilight Lexicons. Or get the chapters for the Twilight Lexicon. Oh, that was a green? I thought that was a blue. Oh well. Oh, there's another one. It's not. It's just a regular one. Still, I don't want to kill it outright. We'll get everybody into it. Oh no. So each time you use one, it increases your chances. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, there we go. Alright, Granny, take him out. Oh, wait, I don't know if I've got that. I can't capture two at the same time. Oh, and he was a blue. Daggone. But I captured a Sidewinder. Yay.
I need a target.
So I have to keep an eye out for a scarab hatchling. There he is. See, that puts agony on, or corruption on everybody when it goes off. So, I love that. Alright, so that's one. Oh, and apparently these Twilight Cultist stuff sells in auction house. I had no idea. For actually a fairly good amount too. So if you're out here and killing a lot of them, and you get a bag full of them, just throw them in the auction house. See what you get. You know what? That's such a long way to ride, and I can't really think of anything to talk about. I'm going to go on and stop the video, and I will actually see you guys down there in just a moment. But yeah, I hope you guys are liking the content. We'll definitely be into Outland before you know it. So yeah, going to get to see the Horde side of Outland, and maybe some other odds and ends. I'll see what I can come up with. So I hope you guys like the content. And if you do, just go ahead and subscribe and give me a like. And, leave a comment if there's something you would like to see me do, or a specific achievement. I'll see what I can do. So until next time, thanks for watching. This has been Foolish Mortal 42.